How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and it looks like Microsoft has finally got what they wanted. They debated the FTC into action, and they really did actually get what they want. As Tom Warren here says, the judge in the FTC case against Microsoft has ordered a 5-day hearing for the preliminary injunction, and this is exactly what Microsoft wanted. They wanted this kind of TRO, temporary restraining order, which I'll just refer to as TRO going forward, to be the hearing that will actually make the case, end the FTC in its entirety when it comes to this case. A pre-evidentiary hearing will be held on June the 21st, and then evidentiary hearing on the 22nd, 23rd, 27th, 28th and 29th as needed, and the decision will roughly be made around the 31st of June or the 3rd of July. Now, if we look at what it says here in the script, the court will hold a pre-evidentiary hearing status conference on Wednesday, June 21st at 2 p.m. in courtroom yada yada yada. Evidentiary hearing schedule. The evidentiary hearing schedule will commence on Thursday the 22nd at 8:30 a.m. and will continue on June 23rd, 2023, June 27, June 28 in the afternoon, June 29, 2023, as needed. The court anticipates each court day will end around 3 p.m. So what does this actually mean? Well, this means that Microsoft's constant debating that they're going to close this deal pushed and prompted the FTC to actually issue that TRO to stop Microsoft from doing that. The reality is Microsoft wanted the FTC out the way. Now, of course, this could still backfire on Microsoft. It can very well backfire on Microsoft. But the FTC getting granted a preliminary injunction is extremely difficult. Not impossible. But if you were a betting person, you'd be betting on the side of Microsoft because of just how difficult the position of the FTC is, because they don't have a case. And the argument of causing harm to the market, well, the other 40 countries have already approved. Why are they saying it's not a problem and you are? They have to come up with something absolutely substantial that will pretty much shake the case to its core for even the judge to consider a preliminary injunction. And as you can imagine, that's highly unlikely, not impossible, but they have played into the hands of Microsoft, and this is going to be an interesting few days when this actually starts. I don't know if it's going to be streamed, so I'll be keeping an eye on information and reporting on it daily if there's any information for this over the period for when this is actually happening. But this actually leads me into my next point. But this leads me sweetly into my point where if you are enjoying the content and you are enjoying these videos and finding them informative, do please consider leaving a sub. I am trying to get to 1,000 subs. YouTube has set it now down to the goal to 500 for a kind of junior partnership. So that is the first goal I'm trying to get to. So we do have about, 90% of people on average not subbed that are watching the content. If even half of you subscribed, we would be hitting that goal and more, even 1,000 sub, and that would help me out a lot. So thank you for watching. Back to the video. But yeah, as we can see from here, it's crazy how Microsoft actually managed to not only debate the FTC, but I mean, we were talking about this in yesterday's video where Microsoft kind of baited them into doing what they wanted. Now, with the FTC, they kind of wanted like a 1 or 2 day hearing, and it was set for 22nd and the 23rd. Microsoft wanted this to be a 5-day hearing so they can basically just finish the FTC there and then. They can clear them out, and the FTC basically would be out of the picture for good. And now the FTC has got itself into probably the worst position it could possibly want. And once the FTC, if they lose this and they don't get granted the preliminary injunction, The only country in the world that is currently standing in front of this deal to go through is the UK and the CMA. At which point, I just cannot imagine the UK, courts to turn around and say, right, 41, 42 countries have said yes. Why are we saying no again? I mean, it's still possible that the CMA will hold firm and decide that, they are the law and they're going to stop this no matter what they do. In which case, the Activision, the merger will go through and they will just restrict services in the UK when it comes to the Xbox, which kind of sucks. And it is, in my opinion, at that point, thanks to the CMA becoming anti-competitive, especially for those in the UK getting a worse off deal. But that isn't on the case of Microsoft or Activision Blizzard. That is purely the CMA. But on this one here, the FTC, they fell for it. They fell for it, and Microsoft pushed for that 5 days in their request, and they actually got it. And now the FTC, over those 5 days, if it even makes it to the 5 days, it is as needed. So this could literally finish on the 22nd or 23rd if the FTC doesn't have any real grounds to defend itself. And after that, the FTC, even the filing of the case where they're suing Microsoft, that will just crumble and disappear and just won't be a thing. Because once this is done and they fail, that's it. The FTC can be brushed aside, and it's they might as well just approve it at that point because they've got no grounds at all or bearing to push forward. And then all that leaves is the CMA, which is having its own hearing, I think on the 24th they start. I know there's another CMC, I believe, but I think on the 24th is when the hearing actually starts. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are trying to get to 1,000 subs. Like I said, about 90% of people aren't subscribed. I hope you're enjoying the content. I appreciate your viewership, if nothing else. It means the world to me that you're choosing my channel to get your information. I hope it is up to the standard that you enjoy, and I'll be continuing this escapade until its very end. Well, that's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Remain legend.